Welcome to Broadstairs Life, where I speak with the people who make Broadstairs such a special place. Welcome to Broadstairs Life. I'm currently sat with Justine and Daisy. We have Justine,
hello,
who's mum, who's a muralist, which we're going to go into, and Daisy, you're in musical theatre.
Yeah.
So I think what we're going to do is, I think we do a joint one, because I think it'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
So tell us all about how you began being a muralist and what you do, etc., etc.
So I studied at art college, and then went into painting and decorating just because I needed to earn money.
Yeah.
And I'd already worked on several courses at Thanet College. I'd taught art there, but I'd also
art?
Yeah,
Right.
to the special educational needs section that was there. And I was always helping down at the painting and decorating if we had students that went there for the course. So that was kind of the background. So went into the painting and decorating. It was friends and family that asked me first, and then it snowballed. So that must have been about 10 years ago now.
Oh.
And then again, I did some mural work for friends and family, put it on social media. That got quite a lot of attraction.
When you say about mural work,
Yeah.
could you explain a mural, just in case anybody doesn't really understand what a mural is?
So mine are internal works of art on a wall. Some people work on an outside building. There's a lot around in Margate. But mine are for design purposes inside a house to make a room look more dynamic. And sometimes where wallpaper isn't appropriate, they'd like it, but they can't have it for whatever reason.
And it's something different, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's very, very individual. So yes, it's a unique piece of artwork discussed with the customer and myself.
Yeah.
I do a mock-up on a piece of paper, a sketch, maybe sometimes two or three if we're not sure which direction to go. They decide which one they like, then we discuss colours as you would internally. So I actually use emulsion paints.
Is that unusual in doing a mural?
Some people use acrylic.
Right. Okay.
I mean, emulsions are designed for walls, so there's no reason why you can't use them.
Very true.
But sometimes you need to protect it afterwards with a specialist varnish if it's going to get a lot of light onto it. So I think the first one I did was a little blossom tree with some sparrows and a birdhouse. So I started.
So you've
small.
got to have the artistic flair anyway, haven't you?
You've got to
do this.
be able
You can't
to
just go and you can't just go and splosh a bit of paint on, as they say.
No, and mine is brushwork. So again, a lot of artists who may have started out, I don't know, with graffiti would use aerosol cans to paint with, but mine's all brushwork.
Okay.
So having done a few for friends, the one that got the most attraction and was the biggest challenge, Morris House, which is the local British Legion home here in Broadstairs, advertised that they wanted some mural work on their hallway. And
it's quite big in there. I've been in there.
Yeah, it is.
That's big.
Yeah. So they invited people to put their name forward, but a lot of people tagged me, and this was on Facebook. And I got in touch with Tracy Tremble, who's the manager there, and said, look, I'm interested. Can I come and have a look? I wasn't really prepared for this 4-storey wall that went on and on.
It's so big, isn't it, in there?
So I needed 4 platforms in the end.
And you're working at height, aren't you?
Yeah, don't be afraid of heights.
No.
Daisy came up there, didn't you, once or twice to have a look at it in progress. So when you're standing at the top platform looking down, that was a hell of a drop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Massively.
So there was a few of us that went to talk to Tracy, and we put our designs in, and it was up for staff, residents, and people that came to visit to vote on it. And I was lucky enough to,
And you got it.
I did. I got it. I put in 2 designs actually, but
So what did you end up doing there? Your actual mural. What exactly was it in the end?
So every part of the design had to relate in some way to the people that are there,
right?
The carers, what they do on an individual basis for clients, and obviously the military.
Yeah.
But she didn't want hard imagery. She didn't want soldiers. She didn't want aircraft. She didn't want poppies because they've got those coming out their ears down there. So I designed a tree that very elegantly twisted up over the 4 floors.
Right.
In colour it looks like a silver birch, but it was meant to represent a lemon blossom tree. Because in the Navy they started to try and combat scurvy with lemons originally.
Never knew that.
Well, so then it went to limes, and that's where you got limey from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's where that was.
So I always learn something.
So that's the historical bit. But aesthetically and artistically, the lemons worked better with the blossom and the colour of them. So they went on the tree. Then we had bluebirds, because it's bluebirds over the White Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah, I like that.
And then we had a lot of falling leaves, but in those we also had hearts. And they represented the people that had given their lives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's quite...
It's a bit deep. No, it's
very nice, actually.
It's very pretty in itself, isn't it, as an image?
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, you've got an ethereal girl who is ageless. She's just painted in white with no colour on her clothing. She's looking up. She's got an umbrella, which is the Union Jack, and she's got her hand out, and she's caught one of the hearts. And obviously she represents the youth that they gave their lives to protect. Mm-hmm. The umbrella Union Jack is an obvious one for the UK. And then at the bottom of that...
It's quite symbolic, isn't it?
Yeah. At the bottom of that, you've got some little poppies and some little forget-me-nots, because forget-me-nots are the symbol for dementia, and obviously they do have a lot of dementia patients down there, residents down there, sorry. And then in between the 2 floors, on the left and the right, are large poppies in different stages of opening and closing.
Right.
Depicting kind of life and death.
Sadly.
Yeah. That's it.
So, I'm just trying to think on... So how... When you say it's over 4 floors...
Yeah.
It really is the proper 4 floors up.
Yeah.
And can it be seen as you come down? Is it like by the stairs, so as people come down?
It's over the stairs.
Oh, it's over the stairs.
Yeah. So as you come into the main part of Morris House, and you turn to the left, they have their living area, and then the stairs is sort of behind that, and so it goes up, around, up and around.
And how long did that take you to put together, to actually from idea to finish?
From idea to finish, to be honest, I don't know. But what I can give you is from start to finish, sketching it out and painting and finishing it was 145 hours, because I wanted to make a log of it for myself.
Wow, that's a lot of hours.
But a lot of it is quite fine work. It's quite a lot of detail in the blossom, wasn't there, in the end, and in the little girl. Yeah. Oh, and in the poppies as well.
And the poppies, yeah. So that's the biggest one you've done.
That's the biggest and the most challenging so far. I'm due to go down and do one for a easier wall, in as much as it's on one level, but it's still very big, and that's will be in their dementia lodge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At the same place?
At the same place.
All right.
It's a separate building.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah. But mostly mine are everyday people. They're in their houses. Yeah. I had a lady that I'd been decorating for the other week, and she said, "Oh, I like this wallpaper, but I'm not sure. I love the magnolia, but I don't like the way it's very static. It sort of went in blocks. There was no flow." So I said, "Well, we can take the magnolia, and we can make a pattern, but we can make it not an obvious pattern, and it stretches from one side of the wall to the other, which is probably about the same length as this wall."
Right.
And so the branches made the pattern that followed a repeat.
Yeah.
And then the magnolia's flowers went in between. So, yeah.
Wow.
That was lovely. That was challenging in terms of the pattern.
Yeah.
Because normally I don't follow a repeat pattern like a wallpaper.
Right, but you had
in
to
this
on
one
this
I had
occasion.
to. Well, because of what she wanted.
Because it's what they wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what others have you done around here that you feel really proud of doing?
One of the first ones I did was a very graphic style peacock. And that was for a friend of mine, and I really enjoyed doing that because it was the first proper one that I'd done, big scale.
And it's probably quite detailed as well, isn't it? A peacock.
Yeah, on the feathers.
Yeah.
It was the back view of it, so they were all coming down. They weren't splayed out, so you've got the peacock sort of to the side. And then the back of the body, and then all of the feathers coming down.
Right.
So that one I enjoyed, and then recently I've done one completely different again. Very, very, very pop art colours, and very vibrant, massive forest type leaves everywhere. And I love doing that because of the colour. But yeah.
So are you finding people are now going towards having this sort of thing done in their house?
It's becoming more on trend.
Because, we had the big thing where everything was wallpapered.
Yeah.
And then it was painted.
And then it was a feature wall.
Oh, it's feature wall.
Feature walls.
Yeah.
And now it's gone textures with all of the wooden sound boarding.
Oh, the sound.
That's very, very popular now.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Friend of
So
mine's
if
got
you
those.
can afford it, because it's obviously not a cheap kind of option to do.
No.
But it's very, very individual. And of course it can be painted over at any point if you
And the other thing
decide
is
to
you
order
work
it.
very closely with the person whose house it is, because they've obviously got their idea.
Yeah.
And you have to
Well,
interpret.
sometimes they don't, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The chap that I did the pop art for, he really didn't have much of a clue of what he wanted. He just knew he wanted something really bright, colourful, mad. And so I had no starting point. And it was a white box of an apartment. So you couldn't look at somebody's artwork and say, well, that's their kind of style. So I had to go through a lot of imagery with him and say, and find a common theme, which was leaves and bright colours.
Really?
And I went from there.
Wow.
But mostly people do have an idea.
Yeah, so at least they do have an idea, because you don't want to... Because I can imagine.
I like it either way, though, because sometimes I get to do more of what I really like, as long as they do.
Yeah.
And other times it's
and
trying to meet
are they like a commission sort of basis?
Yeah.
But it's fun for you, isn't it? Because you
fun
clearly enjoy it.
Yeah, oh yes, I do. I do really enjoy it. It's what I would hope to go into more.
Yeah.
But it's still doing what I'm doing. It's still decorating. But it's on the creative line, which I've missed. So it's sort of feeding that need.
And it must be nice when you've done one that you step back and just look and think, I like that.
I like the end bit because I sign it and that's it. I walk away and collect some.
You don't sign it Banksy, do you?
No.
I'm just checking.
I couldn't tell you that.
No. Oh, that'd be a coup, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that
we'd probably be sitting somewhere a little bigger than my little flat here.
With millions of pounds piled up everywhere.
Away.
Yeah, just lying about. Yeah. So, you say you get your work, a lot of work through word of mouth to do all the murals.
Yeah.
Is that the best way, do you feel, that
I think the painting and decorating is more word of mouth because people always want good trades, and so if they've had a good trade, that filters through.
You'll always say they're good.
Yeah. But I would say the mural work is more Facebook and Instagram. So
socials. It's putting it out on the social side, isn't it?
Yeah, because people need to see it.
Yeah. And do you have to travel places to do it? I mean, do you go away from this area?
I would, but I haven't been asked to yet. Yeah.
But so is there sufficient down here from the word of mouth sort of thing in the mural side that you do get work? Do you go from one to the next to the next?
In painting and decorating, I do. That's always ongoing and booked in. But the mural work is something that I'm trying to build up.
And it's quite time consuming, isn't it? It's not an overnight sketch it, paint it, leave.
No.
Because there's a lot of
and I normally prep all the wall and do the background colour as well anyway. So like a decorator would, I don't have someone that does that side of it. So I do that first.
Yeah. So are you doing one at the moment?
No, the latest one that I've just finished was the Magnolia with the pattern repeat that I just talked about. That was about 4 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And I'd already promised that I would do this 3-bedroom house for my friends.
So apart from being a muralist, you're also a full-on painter and decorator?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is that all around the area of...
butter, yeah.
That's all around
here? That's all Thanet, yeah.
So that must be nice, though. She's laughing.
I enjoy my job.
Yeah.
But when you get to a certain age, it starts to not like you very much, if you know what I mean. It becomes harder. It becomes harder. Physically becomes harder. But I can't complain. It pays the bills.
So, out of the two,
yeah,
what would you prefer to be doing all the time?
The mural work.
The mural work.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
And have you done any for anybody who's sort of like famous in this area, or? Because we have got a few famous people living in Broadstairs.
No, I haven't. Years ago when I was working as a graphic designer, I did a sweatshirt for Freddie Starr.
Did you really?
Yeah. I did a set design for... I can't think of his name now. Oh gosh, what was his name? You'd know him if I said, unfortunately, he was in the news for...
The wrong thing.
Something that happened with a swimming pool.
Oh, Michael Barrymore.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, did a set design for Michael Barrymore or his agent.
Yeah.
So
going back to the mural thing, is there nothing that you wouldn't take on with a mural? I mean, you say you don't do outside.
I haven't done outside. I would do outside.
You would do outside.
Yeah.
Because I know down in Broadstairs they've done that, the Orca Wows,
yes,
haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I watched them do it, and that was a phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a very, very large.
Huge. I mean, that's big, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was one lady, if I recall, who was just there, and she had a guy mixing the paint, and she was up there.
Oh, right.
Doing the painting.
Yes, she's also done one very similar in Margate.
Oh, she really?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if somebody said to you, I've got half a building.
Yeah.
Would you do it? Would you take that on?
The size and height doesn't bother me.
Mm.
Getting it right when it's that big a scale is the tricky part.
And that must be hard because you've got to look from a long way back.
Well, that was why with Morris House, going back to that, I chose not to do anything with perspective because I had no place to stand back and look at it.
No.
I was on the scaffold.
You were there.
So, I mean, I could get off the scaffold, obviously, but I'd have to go back and go through the locked doors and, have a look. So I didn't choose anything that needed any great perspective because some places it cut through where the scaffold planks were. So you just wouldn't have been able to do it. So that's why it was more of a graphic image, which is what I prefer.
Do you go back to see your work down there?
Yeah. Well, I made friends with a few residents.
Right. And,
I mean, I haven't been for a while, and that's because I've been so busy. But I do like to, yes. And I have a look at it as well.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Why not?
I'm visiting.
So, if somebody wants to get in touch with you,
yes,
and they fancy changing their wall into a mural,
piece of art,
or wherever,
individual art,
how would they get in touch with you?
So I'm on Facebook under Justine Lisa Designs and Decorates.
Okay.
And the same on Instagram.
Right. And does that incorporates both of your businesses?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get somebody who wants 3-bed semi-painted.
Yeah.
They can get
the same phone number and the same email work for both. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's brilliant. Well, you're part of a creative family, aren't you?
I am.
Because you have your daughter Daisy sitting here.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Now, Daisy, what's nice is that you're a young person living in Broadstairs.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to ask, what's your perspective of Broadstairs as a young person?
I think it's when I was growing up, I think like a lot of young people, they're very eager to get out, leave, see other places. I think they all sort of share the perspective that there's not much to do or things like that. And I think since going to university...
Where did you go to university?
In Birmingham.
Oh, you in Birmingham?
Yeah, and then coming back, you find like a new appreciation for it. And so now I sort of see it from a different perspective, having lived in the city for 3 years, and you come back and you're back in this lovely seaside town. Yeah. You sort of forget why you like it so much.
And you forget what's here, don't you?
Exactly.
And what's nice about the whole town.
Exactly.
And there is lots to do here, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think people actually realise how much there is.
Yeah.
And I think it was quite interesting what you just said. You know, like people are trying to get out, whereas you've got people like me who's coming in.
Yeah.
So you've got that
definitely
two-way thing.
Yeah, I think it's you don't grow bored of it necessarily, but if it's what you've been used to and you've grown up with it, you don't see it in that light necessarily. No. But if you've got all of these people from London who often move down, they've usually grown up around there, and then they come down here and they think, oh, what a lovely place. But if that's all you've ever known, you don't really have the same appreciation until you go and then come back.
So would you say Broadstairs for a young person is a good place to live?
I like it, and I have a lot of friends that like it, but obviously it sort of depends if you've had the opportunity to go away, to come back and find it again. So
going back to university, what did you study when you were there?
I did a degree in musical theatre and professional dance.
Right. And how have you progressed? How long have you been out of uni now?
Just 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So how has that career progressed?
So,
because it's quite a hard area, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, very much so. I always sort of describe it as similar to if you're a boy trying to go into professional football. It's the same sort of level of being competitive. At first, it was a bit slow. I think it's hard to get out there to start with, but once you sort of get the ball rolling, you network, you meet new people, things start to come in a bit quicker.
So is it about the networking side?
100%.
Yeah.
It's a very much an industry where you've got to know the right people and to get into the right rooms, to get all of the connections and communications for different directors and things.
And is it a regional career where you have to move away to certain areas to work? You know, like, for instance, London is the hub of musical theatre, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. So it sort of depends. If you find yourself in a long-term contract, for instance, if you made it onto West End, it would probably be a matter of moving there. But for myself, I have quite a bit of sort of part-time contracts. So it means that I can commute up to London for my auditions, come back, and then the jobs that I find usually are a couple of months or weeks or whatever. So it means that I can have my main sort of hub down here, and then I can travel to different areas if I need to for a contract. So
you left uni. What was the first job that you actually got as working in your favoured field?
So I moved to the Greek island Rhodes for 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first contract. I worked out there as a dancer and entertainment host in 5-star hotels out in Rhodes.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'd have a main base in this lovely hotel just on the seafront. Gorgeous, quite expensive place. So it wasn't too bad living there.
Out?
Mum had to go out.
She hadn't had a choice.
Yeah. Good move.
Yeah.
Good move. Yeah.
So yeah, had that as sort of your main base during the day, and then you tour around different hotels in the evening.
Really?
Yeah. So got to see quite a lot of the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really nice contracts.
So have you ever worked in the West End? Have you done You've done West End?
I haven't yet. That's the aspiration,
Yeah.
but it's the top of the top. That's
Yeah.
sort of where you end up. So yeah, it's up there with something that I want to do. But it's
And what's the best show you've been in so far?
I liked the shows that I did in Rhodes because I learnt about 5 shows whilst I was out there. So you'd do something different every night, and that aspect of it was nice. However, I've recently done a UK tour of a children's show, and that was nice because, unlike Rhodes, obviously when you're working in hotels, the people that come to the shows are there because that's the entertainment that's going on. But when you're doing a show that people are paying to see, it's just a very different atmosphere within the audience. Like, they're there because they want to be watching whatever you're performing.
Exactly.
So when you're touring some fantastic venues in the UK, that aspect of it.
And is that hard work?
Yes.
Physically?
Yes.
Hard work?
Yeah, we were doing a different venue every single day. Wow. And you'd have to drive at least sort of 2-3 hours in between venues every day. You're getting up about
That's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah, getting up about 7 o'clock in the morning, leaving the hotel, driving to the venue. Then with all of the shows, you've got to get in all of the equipment, so all of the lighting, sound desks, props, costumes, everything. And because it's very common within touring shows, but if you're in a small cast, you're usually having to help with that, moving all of the heavy equipment.
So everybody's involved.
Yeah. So you're doing that, and then you're doing 2 shows, and you've got to get it all out of the theatre and then drive to the next venue. So, yeah, it is very wearing.
Because people think being in showbiz is very glamorous, don't they? Yeah, they don't actually realise there's that side to it.
No, it is tiring, but it's worth it. Like, nobody goes into this career because of that. They do it because they love it.
No.
So.
And the other thing is, all the people who've made it, big, so to speak, they've all started where you've started.
Yeah.
So as you say, you never know what is round that corner, do you?
Exactly. I mean, you get the occasional person. It's like, in this industry, everybody knows everybody. And so you do see some people who leave university and go straight onto the West End. But I've also known people who've been in the industry years and years and years, and they've worked smaller jobs and they've gotten bigger. For instance, we know a guy called Carl Mann. He started working smaller jobs. He was on cruise ships for many years, and then he progressed to be ensemble in Wicked on West End. Then he got upgraded to being Fiero on the UK tour. Then he was Fiero on West End, and now he's gone over to Broadway. So there's 2 different sides to it.
That's a real
climb,
isn't it?
Yeah. So
and he started here at 16 doing a production of Return to the Forbidden Planet.
Yeah.
As one of his first shows.
So there's 2 different sides to it. You can be, whether you can call it luck or if it's based on talent, who knows? But sometimes you can fly straight in there, and sometimes you have to work your way up.
If there was a show that somebody said you can sign a contract for tomorrow, what would it be? What would be the show you would love? I know it's a horrible question.
Yeah.
It's an awkward question, but is there a show that you absolutely love?
So
that you'd love to be in?
My graduate production at university was Legally Blonde. And I fell in love with that show, and I would do anything to go and do it again. Yeah, it was so much fun. If anybody sort of knows the story of Legally Blonde, you've got the professor of law. which is Professor Callahan, which originally is a male character, and they gender bended it for me. So I did that as a female, which was very interesting because a lot of being in the arts is trying to make your own character out of something that's already written, and having that different perspective of coming from a female's point of view and her intentions and things which differ from how a male would probably play it was really fun to do.
Wow.
So that was a really great experience, and I would love
Do
to
you
go
go to
back
the
and do
theatre?
it. Yes.
Yeah.
I love to go and watch things like that.
Yeah, you're like us. I mean, we saw Paddington the other day.
Oh, that's got really good reviews.
Which
very, very good reviews.
Blew our minds.
You did enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've heard good things. Yeah.
No, that's on the list. Yeah. That's definitely up there. To
I mean, my personal favourite is Les Miserables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, that is.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I can see it every week actually. But it's a bit expensive.
No, it's definitely getting to the point where unfortunately it's not as accessible, and I think definitely after COVID the industry did take a massive hit, so whether it's still somewhat compensating for that, I'm not sure, but
I think they probably are, to be honest. So do you get work in this region? Do things come up? So, like, because I know you have the Marlow Theatre. We've even got Sarah Thorne, haven't we, at the end of the road?
Yeah, I mean, there's...
with Michael down there.
Exactly, there's a lot of things.
Keen man in the world.
Michael, very well.
In fact, his podcast comes out tomorrow.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, fascinating time I had with Michael.
Oh.
Really did.
Yeah, and there's a lot of work that goes on around here. I mean, obviously, you've got the major things that come to the Marlow. I'd say not that many performers at the Marlow would be local, because a lot of them are sort of the UK touring cast.
Yeah.
However, I know that for things like their pantomime, for instance, they do like local hires. So that aspect, a lot of the rest of the theatres.
One of the best pantos around as well.
Yeah, very much. It's won some quite big awards.
Yeah.
It does. Ben Roddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just incredible.
But for the rest of the theatres, I'd say a lot of it is probably more amateur productions that go in, which are still very high quality. I work at the Granville Theatre.
Do you really?
Yeah, part-time. As one of the ushers and in the cafe and things.
That's really nice in there now, isn't it?
Yeah, they've done it up.
And in fact, it's great because it's unusual, but they've got the sloping seats, so everybody has a perfect view.
Yeah, no, they've done it.
Because sometimes when you go to
the
theatre, you're like back of the head.
Yeah, exactly.
The Granville was originally built in exactly the same way, and it was only when Brian Stout took over and split it completely in half.
Absolutely brilliant.
So now we've gone back to the original.
And they're getting good shows down there, aren't they?
Yeah, very much
They're starting to get, and they're doing their comedy circuit stuff as well now.
They've got a lot of comedians. Who was it that I had the other day?
Didn't have
Joe Pasquale.
Yeah, Joe
Pasquale. They've got Chris McCausland up there.
Yeah, got a lot of sort of football meet and greets with some massive stars. Harry Redknapp's been.
So do you, just slightly changing the subject, do you ever aspire going towards like the film and TV side?
So I've done, that was one of the other things I was going to say. It's not only the theatre industry that's quite big down here. There's a lot of filming that goes on. A lot. I was lucky enough to be able to be casted as an extra in some filming that went off at the View Cinema in Westwood.
Right.
For a BBC series called Things You Should Have Done, which stars, and I want to say it's written by a girl that's from around here again, called Chi. Well, I know her performer's name is like Chi with a C. So that was all filmed here because she's from around here. And so, I managed to get some work out of that.
Had Empire of Light down at Margate.
Yeah.
I mean, they're filming in Whitstable at the moment with Javier Bandera.
Yeah.
There's so much that goes on down here.
Yeah.
You know, we had Dua Lipa, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
You know,
You had some friends that were in that, didn't you?
Yeah,
In the music video or advert or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's right. It was for a mobile.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
and then she ended up walking through Morelli's and then coming out on stage, and I thought, don't remember Morelli's being like that. But no, and there's always something being filmed here.
Yeah.
And there's always casting coming out, isn't there?
Yeah.
On a lot of the social media groups. You know, they're always asking, we need X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
And you've also got a lot of very, very good. I heard
I think it's my neighbour.
Oh, you've also got some very, very good directors, producers. That's all right. Knock at the door. So, like we were saying, getting into the film and TV side as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's very interesting. It's a very different skill set. Very different technique that needs to be used.
Waiting around.
Lots of waiting around. Yeah. Yeah, but very, very different skill set that's used in acting for screen and film than it is for musical theatre. Like, it's hard sometimes for people to cross over just because you've got to be so much more subtle acting for screen and film, and obviously with musical theatre, it's your expressions have to be so big for the people at the back of the audience to see it. So it is hard to cross over, but it's something that I would very much be interested in doing if the opportunity came about.
Of course, yeah. And like I say, Thanet is a big attraction for films, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we have major stuff that's made down here, and like saying the TV stuff that gets made down.
Exactly.
There's a lot of TV stuff made down here.
Yeah.
Lots.
Yeah.
You'd always see somebody filming somewhere.
Exactly.
So for you then, it's just a case of plodding on.
Yeah.
And what comes along, grabbing it, and
yeah, you've got to be very resilient in this industry. You get 100 times more knockbacks than you do jobs, but again, you do it because you love it, and I wouldn't choose.
But then again, you can always fall back on getting a paintbrush and joining your mum.
She has tried to convince me.
The performing arts came from that.
Yeah,
I'd originally been in shows here for 35 years, and so Daisy from very, very early on was dragged to all the rehearsals, and that's where she got her love from.
And that's how it grabbed you
about from very early age doing,
because it's an exciting industry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's when you're on stage. I know a lot of people don't like it because stage fright. Yeah. But when you're on stage and you finish a show and the audience is just in front of you applauding, it's the most surreal feeling, and combined with adrenaline, like I haven't found anything quite
I did
like
have a
it.
little bit of stage stuff once. I've got to confess, went to see Bruce Forsyth.
Oh yeah.
And got dragged out the audience, taken backstage, dressed up in top hat and tails, and he came back and he went, "Follow me."
You didn't have to do a tap dance, did you?
We did a tap dance. I'm putting on... I had to dance with him. With two other guys. I'm thinking,
brilliant.
Oh, don't, this is embarrassing. And then sat in my seat and he went, "Barry, could you come back?" Dressed me as a postman and made me ride around the London Palladium stage with a letter for Mr. Forsyth.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
What a lovely man.
Yes. His daughter was one of our patrons at the Granville originally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because his son-in-law he was a photographer, wasn't he? And he worked in Ramsgate, he had a studio in Ramsgate. Yeah. Dominic, that was his name.
Yeah, so, that's probably her.
But listen, it's been really interesting chatting, because we've got two different careers, and now what you've just said, you've sort of crossed over, haven't you?
Yes.
You haven't done the painting yet.
No.
Yeah. But there's always set painting, isn't there? So, you never know. You never know.
Time.
But I really wish you well with
Thank you
all of that, because it is a hard industry.
Yeah.
It really is a hard industry. And just thank you.
Thank you.
For chatting.
Thank you.
So it's been really interesting. This is all about local people and what local people do.
I think I'm one of the... There's very few originals left now. I'm an original Thanetian.
Are you really?
Yes,
oh, well, there you go
There's
then.
not many of us left.
No, they're all running away.
Born and bred.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm a DFL. So,
That's all right.
but there you go.
We need
but
those
listen,
too.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time and inviting me into your home. And,
Thank you.
I do wish you luck, Daisy.
Thank you very much.
And one day I'll be sitting there and I'll go, I know her.
I interviewed her.
And look at the woman who's painting in the background. I know her as well, look. So, but no, brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you for listening to Broadstairs Live today. You can follow us on various social media platforms and also podcast platforms. Thank you again.